So, good evening. Good evening. We're back again, Saturday evening. We're not watching England because I'd rather watch paint dry than watch England because they're rubbish. And all the time they've got a clueless manager in charge. I won't be watching them. Unless maybe it's a Euros, then I might consider it. But nah, they bore me, man. So good luck to anyone who was painstakingly sitting there watching England play tonight. You've got more patience than I have, that's for sure. Before we get into talking about transfers, firstly, smash a like on the video if you haven't. Secondly, subscribe. Come on, let's get it up to 45k. We're not far off. It's moving real quick as well, so thank you very much. And don't forget, also follow my Instagram, LeagueGunner82. But Arsenal today have lost to Aston Villa in a pre-season friendly. 3-2, we lost. Aubameyang with both goals. So make sure in 7 days' time when the league starts, you've got your seatbelt on, you're buckled in, you're strapped up, you're ready for action, because it looks like it's going to be the same old, Aubameyang carrying us all season while shipping loads of goals. We've played 2 pre-season friendlies, one against QPR, which was all cloak and daggers. I don't know why they didn't announce anything on Arsenal social media about it. Obviously, it was a win. We won that game 4-3. Today we've lost 3-2 and they announce it. It makes no sense to me. But we've played 2 pre-season friendly games and we've conceded 5 goals, scoring 6. Maybe that's how it's going to go all season. I don't know. But we do we do have Fulham next weekend. And we might have some good news, actually. We might have some very good news because Dani Ceballos may not have to quarantine. Which is kind of good because that means he will walk into the team over Mohamed El Neni and he will partner Granit Xhaka rather than El Neni and Xhaka. So we might have a chance of beating Fulham next week now. But the reason for that is because he's in the sports bubble because he started training with Real Madrid and the sports stars, like I've said a couple of times a few weeks ago, I was sure that they get a special dispensation if they've already started training, etc., etc. So yeah, that's good news. Dani Ceballos doesn't have to quarantine. So, but we have got about 30 odd days of the transfer window left. 1 month, 1 day, I think it is. 31 days, maybe. Yeah, about 30 odd days. And we've still not got rid of anybody, which is just mad. And I said this on the stream earlier when I was talking about Dani Ceballos earlier, that if you are going to have to quarantine, so say, for example, I don't know, we want to go and get Aouar. He's not back in training yet. I think he's actually got corona, hasn't he? He's been tested positive. So he's actually quarantining already. If we then want to go and get him, he's coming from France. He hasn't been put in the sports bubble, which means he'll have to quarantine again, coming from France into the UK. Now, let's assume that we sign him on deadline day. And he hasn't trained for his club, for example. We're not going to see this guy until the end of October, beginning of November, because he'll have to come into training, he'll have to get himself up to speed. It's absolutely crucial that we get deals done real quick. It's more important that we get players out as well, because if you think about this, we've got 33 squad members at the moment. You can only have 25. So we've got 33. We need to get rid of 8. Plus, then we need to get 2 in. So that now means we've got to get another 2 out. So we've got to get rid of about 10 players off of that squad listing, whether it be a loan move, whether it be selling them, etc., etc. We have left ourselves 1 month to do at least 12 transactions. Not going well, is it? But let's move on to some players. Let's start off with this young man, Florian Balogun, linked with 9, yes, 9 football teams, including AC Milan, including Roma, Southampton, Brighton, Werder Bremen. There's some decent teams in for him, really, considering his age, considering his lack of first-team football opportunities at Arsenal. Don't forget, we rejected a bid for him of £8 million by Brentford in the January transfer window. And it doesn't look like he's getting anywhere near the first team for this season either. So, listen, maybe the best thing for him is to actually leave and go and play first-team football. And like I said, there's a whole host of clubs chasing after him. And he's got options all over Europe. So maybe that would be one that we do see leaving. Another one, out of nowhere today, Eddie Nketiah, fresh off of the back of his hat-trick yesterday against Kosovo. He is linked with Newcastle today. And the one thing I'll say is Newcastle wasted £40 million on Joel Linton. I mean, that's got to be one of the worst transfers in living history. Eddie Nketiah would probably do all right for Newcastle, if we're being honest. I think he's not a bad player, is he? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I just don't think he's good enough to lead the line for Arsenal. You know, we've had Anelka, Wrighty, you know, Campbell, we've had Henry, we've had Van Persie, we've had even Alexis up front. We've now got Aubameyang. You know, Eddie Nketiah ain't really cutting it, is he? And it's kind of sad, really, that I just don't think he's good enough. And he is linked with a move to Newcastle. Whether that happens or not, I'm not so sure. I don't think it will. I think that they might get Rob Holding. That is somebody they've been linked to for quite a while now. I don't know what the hold up is with these deals because a lot of them are only loan deals. So it surely can't be that difficult. You either want him and you want to pay his wages and give us a fee, or you don't. Come on, it's not like you're signing image rights and all the add-ons and bonuses and all that crap. His wages are 80 grand a week. Do you want to pay it? Yeah, cool. Come on, how hard is it? I don't really get it. And it seems like it's only Arsenal that have this issue. That it's like we're the only club. I mean, I've just seen Wolves today have just broken their transfer record. In the height of a pandemic, by the way, when they've got no European football next season, they finished above us. And they have just spent £40 million on a brand new striker, which is going to make him better because he's not a bad player, that kid. He's 19, 18, 19. And he is a pretty decent striker. He's not bad. They've signed him from Porto. Very good young player. Can he come in and cut it in the Premier League? Well, we're going to find out next season, that's for sure. But Wolves are going to be dangerous again next season. If people don't think they are, well, you're in for a short, sharp shock. Try saying that when you're drunk. But let's move on to, where is he? Where is he? I've lost him. I've lost him. While I'm finding him, to hit the like button. Do subscribe if you're new as well. This guy, my mate Mesut. Apparently he played today in the 3-2 loss to Aston Villa. Apparently he played. Is it a coincidence that he plays a game and we lose? I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm sure he'll be tweeting out "Yar Gunners Yar" later and getting all of his fangirls excited. But does this mean that he's been left a little olive branch and he can come back into the team? If you remember rightly, before the Charity Shield the other day, Mikel Arteta did a press conference and he said, look, doesn't matter what happened 2 weeks ago or 2 years ago, it's a clean slate again. How many times are we going to keep getting clean slates? I don't know. It's about time we cleaned the fucking slate and got everyone out and start again. And I'm not so sure that he is going to have a clean slate with Arsenal. I don't think he'll play. If he does play, then there's a massive steward's inquiry because he should not be anywhere near the club, if I'm honest. But let's move on. Let's go down to, where is he? There he is. Our good friend, Aouar, currently quarantining, like I said a couple of minutes back. He is quarantining. The talks are still ongoing, and Arsenal are kind of making this guy their priority, more so than Thomas Partey by the looks of it, because all of the Partey talk has gone dry. Yeah, it's literally the well-run dry. And it looks like Arsenal's #1 target right now is this guy. Obviously, we do lack creativity. I think that we wouldn't lack creativity if we had proper defensive midfielders. Excuse me. I think that would give freedom to players to be able to go forward a little bit more. But when you're a player at Arsenal and you've got Granit Xhaka, Lucas Torreira, Guendouzi, or even Ceballos behind you, it's not a great deal of protection, is it? So you have to work back the other way more so than you would go in the towards the goal. If this guy comes in and then we go and get Thomas Partey, that would be decent. That would be very good. That would give us options. Willian can play at number 10 as well. This guy's decent. And by all accounts, by all reports I've just seen today, we are still all guns blazing for Aouar, and we want him, and we want to get him, and we want to get the deal tied up. Like I said, he wants a move to the Premier League as well. He doesn't. I don't think Man City are in for him. I know there's a lot of journalists out there saying that Man City are in. I don't think Man City are in for him. If Man City were in for him, they would have already got him. Let's be real. Man City don't piss about in the transfer market. They identify their target. done within 2 days. Chelsea are the same. Man United, we've proven again this week, are the same. If they want Van der Beek, we're having Van der Beek. Yeah, it just seems like it's Arsenal all the time that are the slow coaches, the ones that just seem to have an excuse all the time. Oh, there's a pandemic. Well, it ain't stopping Everton spending 100 million, is it? It's not stopping Wolves spending 40 million record signing on a kid. Yeah, it's not stopping Man City going out there. It's not stopped Chelsea going out there. It's not going to stop anybody else going out there and buying players, is it? You know, Newcastle want Eddie Nketiah, Rob Holding, and Callum Wilson. You know, they've already bid for Callum Wilson 21 million, but we're in a pandemic and Arsenal can't buy players. Biggest load of garbage I've ever heard. Yeah, at the end of the day, we have wasted, excuse me, we have wasted 40 days of this transfer window already, where we should have been actively getting players out of this football club. From the day that that final whistle blew in the last game of the season, we should have been working on getting players out of the football club. And I've seen a lot of people say to me today, yeah, but Lee, they're on big wages and they're shit players and nobody's going to pay them them wages and no club wants them and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's cool. That's great. There's a football club out there. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of football clubs in world football. There has got to be one football club that will take, say, Kolasinac. There's got to be one football club that will take Skodran Mustafi. There has to be one that will take Hector Bellerin. Yeah. So that don't wash with me. Yeah. Chelsea seem to be able to get their players out. They're getting 35 million quid for Bakayoko, who they paid 40 million quid for 3 years ago. Come on, seriously. And that doesn't include the loan fee, by the way. We just waste our time. We waste our money. And it's excuses FC. And all season, what we're going to get now is, oh, but the pandemic. Oh, but the pandemic. Oh, but the pandemic. It's a load of rubbish, man. Seriously. At the end of the day, I want Arsenal to be great. I want Arsenal to compete. And we have wasted 40 days of this transfer window with no players leaving, apart from Mkhitaryan. And let's be real, Mkhitaryan had already left before the window opened because his agent bought his termination clause. He paid the £1 million and got him out of his contract. Why can't we do that with Socrates? You know, it'd save us £5 million. Why can't we do that with Kolasinac? It'd save us £5 million in wages for the next 12 months. No, it's just whoever's running it, and it seems like it is Edu at the moment. Vinay has only just gone into that particular job role. He gets a bit of a blighter now. But they have had a month. They've had over a month. The window opened on the 27th of July. We are now on the 5th of September. And we still haven't got rid of a single footballer. And if anybody's happy with us going into the start of the season with the same squad all over again, boy, don't expect anything different. Don't expect anything different. I said this on the stream earlier today. It seems that going into the season wanting better is negative. Well, cool. I'm negative then. I might change my name to Negative Arsenal Fan instead of Non-Deluded. Anyway, 916 people watching. Do slap the likes up. Big up my guy, Darren. Divering mugs, exactly. What are they doing, bruv? Talk to me, darling. Will there be highlights from Arsenal Villa game? I'm not sure, to be honest. Arsenal haven't posted anything. They did post a couple of pictures on their Twitter account. I don't know if they're going to post it on their YouTube with highlights. I don't know, mate. Big up Justice. When you break into the first team at Arsenal, buddy, make sure you hook me up with them tickets, yeah? Make sure you hook me up. The process is to get Lee to 45k. Yes, my guy. My guy. I genuinely thought deadline day was today. No, it's not today. It's the 6th of October, which makes it even more laughable, really, that we haven't got anyone out. Because like I said, the season starts in 7 days. And we are going into the first game of the season with exactly the same squad as last season. Sorry, what's changed? Oh, yeah, we've got Willian, who's actually a pretty good player. I like Willian. But that isn't going to elevate us into fourth, is it? Or third or second or first. We've then got Gabriel and Saliba. Again, both I'm very excited about. Genuinely looking forward to seeing how they pair up this season. I don't think we'll see him at Fulham. We might see one. We won't see both. Maybe Saliba will get the nod. But I don't see them both starting that game. But again, we've got to give them two, especially, a little bit of time to bed in. It's a totally different league. And let's be real, Saliba came from a team that nearly got relegated last season. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Are these players going to elevate us up the table? Them three? No. They'll make us a little bit better defensively, them two, especially because I think they're very good defenders. Willian to give us that little bit of spark maybe going forward. The problem, I've said, has always been midfield. Without a decent, solid midfield, you could have Maldini and Baresi at centre-back. They're still getting violated, yeah, because our midfield just gets walked through. It's embarrassingly weak. And it's probably, well, it is now weaker than Everton's. Yeah, Everton have got a better midfield. Alan, Decore and Hammers. And I hate Hammers. I don't like him as a footballer. I think he's massively overrated. But their three in midfield is better than any three that we have in midfield. Yeah, fact. Yeah, Wolves' midfield is better than any three we can put together in midfield. You know, Wolves finished above us, like I said. They've got no Europa League. And they've just done 40 million record signing. Yeah, on a striker who's 18 or 19 years old. So I don't see how they can go and bust that 40 million quid and we're sitting here divvying over Thomas Partey's buyout clause, which is about £4 million more. Are we skin? No. We're one of the biggest football clubs in world football. We are not skin. How many times do I have to keep telling people this? We are not skins. Yeah? People think that we're literally skin. Do you realise? Let me just say this, right? Because I think a lot of people have realised, oh, but the pandemic. You do realise we only missed 4 home games, right? Which equates to about £4 million. That equates to, boy, let me see. That's about 3 months of Mesut Ozil's wages. Yeah. We actually only lost 3 months of Mesut Ozil's wages through the pandemic, through gate receipts, through match days not having fans. So I don't know why everyone's making it to be such a massive thing that, oh, we didn't have fans at the games. Yeah, for 4 games. That's it. And we're not going to have fans at the games for what? 1 this season. Because then the Sheffield United game, the 4th game of the season, the second home game, fans were allowed back. So, yeah, man. And I see it when I spoke to a couple of season ticket holders earlier. They said that they didn't have to pay the full amount up front for the season ticket. They had to pay a quarter of it pretty much on his particular ticket. It was about 200 odd quid, 240 quid, I think it was, to be put into the ballot, so then you could get tickets. But you're not guaranteed a ticket, but you still pay 240. So you could pay your 240 for the year, and you might not make it out of the ballot every single week, but you've still paid your 240, which, yes, is a quarter of what he should be paying for his season ticket, but he might not even go. He's paid 240. So when people sit there and say Arsenal got no money, the pandemic's cost them this, it's cost them that. Yes, it has cost every football club money. Let's not get it twisted here, yeah? The stadium debt is gone. Stan Kroenke paid that stadium debt off. We have got no debt whatsoever as a football club. Our revenue is still £475 million income. Yeah, that's how much we earn. Yeah, our wage bill's ridiculous. I get that. But that's where you go, right, Socrates, we're ripping that up. See ya. You can go Napoli, bruv. We've just saved £5 million by ripping his contract up and mutually agreeing to end it. He wants to mutually agree to end it. Yeah. Arsenal is saying, no, give us some money, you can have him. Yeah, just rip the contract up and save yourself £5 million. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. We're sitting here twiddling our thumbs every single year, every single summer. And so there's a guy on Twitter, really decent account. I really enjoy reading his tweets. He said, the season we were in Champions League, we signed Petr Cech. That's it. Yeah. We've signed Aubameyang, we've signed Laka, we've signed all these other players without Champions League football. Because it's, oh, let's have a push to get into the Champions League. Why are we always having a push to get into Champions League? Why don't we actually have a push to go and win the fucking title? Yeah, why don't we actually do that? Yeah, because it'd make it a lot more exciting, not only for us as fans, it'd give us a little bit of hope that the club has actually gone, do you know what? Let's go and win the title. Let's try and win the title. If we don't win it and we finished 3rd, but we fell away with 4 games to go, or 5 games to go, you hold your hands up and go, do you know what? It was a bloody good effort. Yeah. Against Liverpool, against Man City, 2 big, decent teams. Yeah. Against Chelsea, piling their money into it. If we had done what Chelsea had done this summer, I'd think we're on for a title. Real talk. Yeah. But we ain't. And listen, £200 million in a transfer market is not a massive amount of money, really, is it? Especially when you look at the calibre of player Chelsea have got. You know, they were already light years ahead of us. And now they're even further ahead. You know, Man United, again, miles better than us. Miles better than us. Yeah, and they've just got even better with Van der Beek. Liverpool are gone, City are gone, and now you've got Tottenham and Wolves going and adding players. Yes, we've added players. Difference is Tottenham's players have both played in the Premier League for years. So again, and they've got their front three back, which they didn't have for about 3.5 months last season because they were all out injured. Kane, Son, and Bergwijn. So they're gonna be better this season. They're gonna go shopping again. They'll do a couple more bits. Yeah, whether we do or not remains to be seen. The one thing that pisses me off every single year is, ironically, we didn't do this last year, but every single year we go into the start of the season without all of our targets done. Why? How comes Chelsea have gone out and gone bang, 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 bang? Yeah, and people say, oh, they've been on a transfer ban, they got money. Cool, true story. Yeah, even before this, Chelsea's net spend was £100 million in the last 5 years. That's ridiculous. 100 million. That just shows how good they are at selling players. Yeah, like I said earlier, Bakayoko, 35 million plus a 3 million loan fee, 38 million. They paid 40 million for him 3 years ago and loaned him out 2 seasons straight. How have they got all of that money back that they paid for him in a pandemic? Come on. Thank you very much, Christopher, for your generous donation, mate. Appreciate it. 1,200 people watching live. It's better than watching England, that's for sure. So make sure you smash a like on the video if you haven't, and subscribe if you're new. Is it true that we offered Lacazette and Guendouzi as a swap deal for Partey? Yeah, not both as the same deal. We didn't offer them both, but we have offered them individually as part of a deal, yeah. Fulham will beat you. It wouldn't surprise me, mate. It wouldn't surprise me one bit, if I'm honest. We do have a very good record against promoted teams, to be fair. And we do have a very good record against promoted teams on opening days of the season as well. So it wouldn't surprise me, put it that way. But at the same time, that's not the game I'm really concerned about. The one I'm concerned about is Liverpool away, because everyone's getting giddy and excited because we've beaten Liverpool twice recently, which was fantastic, great. The FA Cup was last season. That's got nothing to do with this transfer window now. It's got nothing to do with playing Liverpool at Anfield. The Community Shield, again, it was the curtain raiser. But going to Anfield is where I want to see a difference. And if we see a difference, then cool. Yeah, we've been slapped every time we've gone to Anfield for years. If we go to Anfield and nick a draw, that is an improvement. Even though it's not what I want to win, it's an improvement. Can we go to Anfield and get a draw? Because it's all well and good laughing at Liverpool the other week when we beat them in the Community Shield, which, let's be real, is a glorified friendly. And if the fans are allowed in the ground, all of the money goes to charity because it's a charity match. So yes, it's great that we won it. It keeps the winning mentality going, the winning momentum, etc., etc. But then I want to see what we do at Anfield. And then a couple of games later, we've got Man City away. Yeah, we've actually got a run of games. I think I had them on my phone earlier. The run of games we've got is pretty mad. We have got, if I can see it, there we go. We've got Liverpool away. Then we've got Sheffield United at home, Man City away, Leicester at home, Man United away. That's our run of games between the end of September, end of this month. In fact, that's in one, yeah, over the course of 1 month. We've got Liverpool, Sheffield United, Man City, Leicester, Man United. And that could be one way or the other, couldn't it? We could be sitting down in fucking 11th, or we could be sat up in second. It's mad. One thing I will say is, if we are sat after 13 games closer to the bottom than we are the top, is everyone coming with the energy there for Unai Emery about, oh, it's the worst run, oh, we're shocking? Of course they won't, because they'll harp back on about the trophy he won last season. Which is mad, but there we go. Listen, there is 236 likes, 255 likes. Whack that up to 400 real quick. There is over 1,200 watching this live. I'll do a couple more comments, do 3 more. Great question. Why are we never proactive in the transfer market, but rather reactive? We never had a proper pre-season. That is great, mate. That is a great question. Obviously, it's a shorter pre-season this time because of the pandemic. But you make a great point. And this is what winds me up. You can get rid of players when the games have started. Yeah, I want my players, as my club, I want my players to have that pre-season and get into the patterns of play and the styles of play. You know, if we go and sign Thomas Partey and Hossein Aouar, yeah, great, fantastic. We bought ourselves two absolute ballers, yeah, which are going to make us better. But then they've got to bed in. Then they've got to get used to the speed and build themselves up. They're not going to be able to be thrown straight into Man City away. Yeah, and then after that, Leicester at home. Then after that, United away. We ain't going to throw them straight into them games if we get these deals done. So we ain't going to see these two players, if we sign either of them, until November. Sorry, we should have had them done at the start of the window in July. Yeah, I don't care whether Hossein Aouar was still in the Champions League. We want you. We're buying you. Done. Pay the money. We're the only club in world football that just divers and divers and divers. We move like a non-league football team. Yeah, we are one of the richest clubs in world football. Yeah, but our fan base act like we're Barnet. Yeah, I'm sorry. Demand better. Demand better. Last season, Arsenal was ranked the best transfer window. Well, listen, we did sign two quality footballers last summer, mate. We signed Kieran Tierney and we signed Nicola Pepe. So, yeah, I think we did do decent business. We got rid of Cole Jenkinson after 8 years too long. We got rid of Koscielny. We got rid of Welbeck. We got rid of Iwobi for big money. Got rid of Petr Cech. He obviously went back to Chelsea. We got rid of Lichtsteiner. We got rid of a lot of shit last summer. But that's why I'm surprised we haven't done it this window. We should have been getting players out the day that fucking season finished. Yeah, get them out. Yeah, get them out and then go and get the targets. Yeah, we're the only team that piss about with getting our targets, or the only big team, shall I say. Yeah, you'd expect it from Newcastle and Leeds and stuff like that they're not going to get all of their targets. But even Leeds have signed 30 million quid striker. Like, come on, man. What is going on here? What's going on? Koscielny got rid of us. Yeah, he did, to be fair. Kind of happy he went, mate, because he was another bang average footballer. Tell him again. Bang the likes up. Let's do a couple more for you. Come on, let's do some more. In 10 years' time, which Arsenal youngster will have the best career, Saka or Martinelli? That's a tough one. That is a real tough one. I'm going to go Martinelli, but Saka would be right up there. That you could say either. Wolves, big up Dip Sam on Twitch. Wolves just signed an 18-year-old striker for 40 million. Our players took a pay cut and still can't spend. I'm fuming. Mate, that's apparently negative. You're not allowed to do that, mate. If you're happy with being mid-table, that's positive, apparently. So, yeah. If you demand better, want better, and expect better, then yeah, you're negative. You're a negative Nelly, and everything's toxic. And oh, will you shut up? Oh, you're a Spurs or Chelsea fan. Yeah, okay. Come November, when reality's kicked in, they'll all blame a pandemic and Stanley Kroenke. But there we go. On that note, I will be back again at 9. It won't be a live stream. It'll be an upload. Do keep smashing the likes up. Over 300 now. Also, follow me on Insta, Lee Gunner82. Go and check that out. Also, follow me on Flick. That app is in the description as well. Really cool app. So make sure you go and check that out as well. Thank you to everyone who has watched live. Appreciate it as always. And if you haven't subscribed, excuse me, do subscribe right now. Back again, 9 o'clock tonight with another upload. And then tomorrow I'll be back again about lunchtime. So all have a wonderful evening, whatever it is you're doing. And laters, peeps.